The Friday Footy Show, proudly brought to you by Towards Zero for the 2018-19 TIO NTFL season. In round 5, we head to the burbs as the senior teams go into battle on their own turf. It's rounds like this where having your NTFL membership really comes in handy. With no forfeits yet submitted, there are 52 games scheduled at 7 different locations this weekend, and an NTFL membership is the only thing that will get you into all of them without having to pay each time. So head on over to the AFLNT website and remember, 20% of your purchase will go back to your club as cash. This week we welcome Statewide Super as a new AFLNT partner. They are backing in our community programs for men and women, and there's no doubt you've seen their logo pop up on our post-match interviews and player highlights. As the presenting partners of the NTFL Club of the Year Award, you're sure to love them if your club takes home that $7,000 first prize. Next week, we'll be posting an update on how the rankings look so far, so stay tuned. Earlier this week, the AFLNT Hall of Fame Committee met to discuss plans for our big event, which will take place in 2019. It will be our first Hall of Fame in 5 years, and nominations are now open for players, coaches, administrators, umpires, media, and deserving teams or games to make the cut. You can find all the details on the AFLNT website, so head there and get nominating. Applications close on Monday, December 3rd. The other big AFLNT news this week was about the return of the Melbourne Football Club to the NT next year. On Saturday, June 1, Melbourne will play the Adelaide Crows in Darwin for round 11 of the Toyota AFL Premiership season before heading to Alice Springs for round 18 on Sunday, 21st of July, to play the 2018 premiers, the West Coast Eagles. With names like Stephen May, Willie Rioli and Eddie Betts, just to name a few, these games are going to sell out, so stay tuned for ticketing information. And don't forget, the AFLW also comes back on Saturday the 23rd of February when the Adelaide Crows take on Fremantle at TIO Stadium. This is the first week of the NTFL finals, so AFLNT will work closely with clubs to get the best outcome for a full weekend of territory footy. Big news out of HQ today was the announcement that Andrew Hodges has been appointed to the newly created role of manager of NT Thunder Football Club. It's an AFLNT executive position, and with his expertise both in Thunder and NTFL, we thought it was timely to check in with the man himself.
Hodgie, congratulations. Today you've been announced as the manager of NT Thunder Football Club after being the head coach for the last 2 seasons. Tell us a bit about your new role and what it will encompass.
It's an exciting role for me. Obviously, moving from coaching into management is something I always wanted to go into. It was a hard decision, but the role, a lot of it will be involved in just basically finding 2 coaches to start with for both the NTFL side and the VFLW side, putting lists together and just setting up a program to make sure the coaches and players have the best opportunity to be successful.
And what was it that made you make the change from coaching to managing club operations?
I think just the exciting opportunity to be involved strongly in the direction of the football club and where it heads. And obviously, I've been really lucky to build some really good relationships with both the men's team and the women's team. So it's pretty exciting for me to be able to work with both squads.
And as you said, you need to find a couple of coaches, but what else will be some of your first priorities, and will you be making any drastic changes?
No drastic changes. Obviously, we've got a pretty professional program set up here, so just a bit of fine-tuning and making sure that we're putting together the best possible squad for both NTFL and VFLW for the 2019 season, and just putting that support around both squads to make sure that they can be successful.
It's pretty clear to see that you're passionate about your football, but what do you love especially about NT Thunder?
NT Thunder is an extremely unique football club. Obviously, we've got our junior programs that play in the southern competition in terms of the nationals, but our men play in the NTFL and women in the VFLW. But just the opportunity that it provides for Territorians to be able to play at a higher level whilst living at home with family and working as well. So very, very unique and very exciting to be a part of it.
So moving over to the NTFL season, you'll probably be watching just as many men's and women's games as part of your new job?
Look, I'll look at some games and have my input into the list management side of things. So there's some great games being played in both men's and women's so far this season. So it's pretty exciting to see the talent out there, and be awesome to see a lot of them in an NT Thunder jumper next year.
Has anyone or anything surprised you or impressed you so far this NTFL season?
I think the one thing that has impressed me is the amount of young players running around in the NTFL at Premier League level, both in the men's and women's competitions. Is pretty exciting to see all that young talent running around, and there's been some really good footy. So obviously it's only early days in the season and some sides are starting to stand out. So yeah, I'm really looking forward over the next few weeks to see which way it goes.
And you were involved in a few clubs in the NTFL over your time, and this weekend we're back at Suburban Grounds. What did you enjoy most about NTFL?
Yeah, look, just obviously the Suburban Grounds, a bit of fun, and get a bit closer to the game, so it's great for the supporters. And I used to love playing at Gardens, obviously a little bit smaller ground, my smaller legs could run around a bit easy there, but yeah, look, pretty exciting to see back out at the home clubs, and it should be a great weekend of footy.
So we might get your tips for round 5 TIO NTFL action. The women kick off with Southern Districts taking on Wanderers at Norbuilt Oval.
Yeah, it should be a cracking game. Southern Districts have actually been in really good form this year. Lala Jeffrey, Taylor Thorne's out there, so they've been playing some really good footy, so I think they might just get it over there.
And Waratah are playing St Mary's at Gardens Oval.
Yeah, Waratah again, obviously showing why they're the powerhouse of the competition. Colin Quinn's doing a great job again, so I would say the Waratah girls there.
I know you went out and had a session with the Nightcliff girls this week, and they take on Darwin Buffaloes.
Yeah, look, Shannon Miller's doing a fantastic job in her first year of coaching senior football. She's got a great group of girls there, and they're all developing and learning. Very early days for them, but yeah, I think they might be a bit unlucky this weekend.
And finally, it's going to be a cracking match at Pints, with Pint taking on Tracy Village.
Yeah, it should be a good one. This one should be a close one. Both sides have played some good games this year, but I think maybe Pint might be too strong there.
We'll wait and see. And over to the men's, we've got Southern Districts and Wanderers.
I really want to say the Muck-Mucks, but I think Southern Districts, Shannon Rusker's got them playing some really good footy, and they've been in great form, so I think they'll be hard to beat out there at Fred's Pass.
I saw in their team last night they've got Jared Brennan back in too, so that will be good to watch. Waratah play St Mary's at Gardens Oval.
Yeah, I've been pretty. It's been interesting to see Ryan Ayres in his first year at Waratahs. He's done a great job bringing that group together. They're playing some really good footy at the moment, so this is a critical game for them. It sort of consolidates their spot on the ladder. Saints, a fairly young side. Brent Renoff's doing a great job blooding young talent, so I think maybe Waratahs might be a little bit too strong for the young guys, but it's going to be a great game.
Nightcliff and Darwin Buffaloes at Nightcliff Oval.
Yeah, this should be an absolute cracker. These two sides seem to be in pretty good form this year. Nightcliff just had the one slip up against Waratahs, but they're playing some really good footy, and Buffs, obviously Maddie Campbell's got them playing, continued that form from last season into this season, so this one's too hard to call. I'd maybe sit on the fence with this one and say a draw. How's that?
We'll wait and see. And finally, Palmerston take on the Tiwi Bombers at Asbuild Oval.
Yeah, Palmy had that great win in round 1 and obviously haven't had too much luck since, but Tiwi unlucky so far, but they've been playing some great footy, and Brenton Toy's getting them to play that Tiwi style footy that's fast and exciting, so I think Tiwi might just get over there.
It's going to be a great weekend of TIO NTFL football, that's for sure. Thanks for joining us, Hodgie, and we look forward to enjoying many more of your amazing dad jokes at NT Thunder in 2019.
Thanks, Liz.
We wish Hodgie all the best in his new role. Before we go, let's look at round 4's play of the round winner. When voting closed this morning, it was the flair of Malcolm Roses that earned the young gun the $100 Intersport voucher for having the best highlight of the week with this goal. Congratulations to Grace Ryan, whose vote for Mally earned her the fan prize. Keep your eye out from Monday afternoon for 3 new plays so that you can win too. Enjoy the Back to the Burbs field this weekend. Remember to get your tips in before the first Women's Premier League game at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. And we'll see you next time.